Have you ever wondered how a small amount of money can turn into a huge sum over time? What if I told you there's a simple rule that could turn your $10,000 investment into over $250,000? It's not magic, it's math. The 843 rule is a powerful concept that shows how your money can grow exponentially over time. In this video, we shall break it down and see how this could work for you. Let's dive in. Understanding compound interest. Have you ever heard of compound interest? It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger as it goes. That's exactly what happens to your money when you invest it wisely. Compound interest works by earning interest not just on the initial amount you invested, but also on the interest you've already earned. This is the key to growing your wealth. The 843 rule helps us understand this growth in 3 phases. Here's the deal. You invest a little bit each month, and over time, your money grows. But it's not just about how much you save, it's about how long you let it grow. Let's dive into how the 843 rule shows this process. Breaking down the 843 rule, the 843 rule is split into 3 phases, each with its own growth pattern. The first phase lasts 8 years. This is where you lay the foundation. Your money grows steadily, but it might not feel like much is happening. Don't get discouraged. This is completely normal. Let's say you start with $10,000 and add $500 each month. After 8 years, your investment could grow to around $80,000. Not bad, right? But here's where it gets interesting. The next phase is 4 years long. This is when your money really starts to pick up speed, kind of like that snowball we talked about. By the end of these 4 years, your investment could double. That $80,000 might turn into $160,000 or more. And now, here comes the exciting part. The last phase is just 3 years long, but it's where the real magic happens. This is when your money starts growing exponentially. It's like your investment has a life of its own, making money while you sleep. By the end of these 3 years, your initial $10,000 could turn into $250,000, or even more. The power of patience and consistency. You might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. But it's not magic, it's math. The power of compound interest is working for you. Your money is making money, and then that new money starts making money too. The key is patience and consistency. The 843 rule shows us that the longer you let your money grow, the more powerful the effects of compounding become. It's not about getting rich quick, it's about giving your money time to work for you. Remember, these numbers are just examples. Your actual results will depend on many factors like your investment choices, market conditions, and how much you contribute. But the principle remains the same. Start early, be consistent, and let time do the heavy lifting. The truth about building wealth. Building wealth isn't about fancy strategies or inside information. It's about understanding simple principles like the 843 rule and sticking to your plan. The sooner you start, the more time your money has to grow. So, are you ready to put this rule to work for you? How the 843 rule works with real numbers. Now that we've seen the big picture, let's zoom in and look at the actual numbers. Remember that $10,000 investment we talked about earlier? Let's see how it grows over time with an 8% annual return. In the first 8 years, your money starts its journey. It's like planting a seed and watching it sprout. By the end of this period, your $10,000 could have grown to about $17,799. Not bad, right? But this is just the beginning. Now, let's move on to the next 4 years. This is when things start to get interesting. Your investment keeps growing, and by the end of this phase, it could be worth about $27,000. That's a pretty significant jump from where you started, isn't it? But here's where the magic really happens. In the final 3 years, your investment takes off like a rocket. By the end of these 3 years, your initial $10,000 could have grown to about $32,818,188. That's more than triple your original investment. Did you notice something? The growth in those last 3 years was almost as much as the total growth in the previous 8 years. This is the power of compound interest at work. Your money isn't just growing, it's growing faster and faster over time. Why does this work? So, why does it work this way? The answer lies in the way compound interest works. Each year, you're not just earning returns on your original investment, you're also earning returns on the returns from previous years. It's like a snowball effect, getting bigger and bigger as it rolls down the hill. This is why patience is so important when it comes to investing. The early years might seem slow, but they're setting the foundation for explosive growth later on. As Warren Buffett says, it's not about getting rich quick, it's about getting rich for sure. Real-world application of the 8-4-3 rule. Of course, it's important to remember that these numbers are just examples. Real-world investments can go up and down, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. But the principle remains the same. The longer you let your money grow, the more powerful the effects of compounding become. Applying the 8-4-3 rule to your financial goals. Now that we've seen how the 8-4-3 rule works, you might be wondering how to apply it to your own financial goals. Can this simple rule really help you plan for retirement, save for a home, or fund your education? Let's find out. First, let's talk about retirement planning. The 8-4-3 rule shows us that starting early is key. Even if you can only set aside a small amount each month, the power of compounding can turn those modest savings into a substantial nest egg over time. If you start investing in your 20s or 30s, you're giving your money more time to grow. Those early years of saving are crucial, even if it doesn't feel like you're making much progress at first. What about saving for a home? The 8-4-3 rule can work here too. Let's say you commit to investing $500 monthly in a mix of stocks, index funds, and real estate investment trusts, REITs. In just 4 years, you could potentially grow your portfolio to over $12,000. That's a solid down payment for many homes. The key here is consistency and diversification. Now, let's consider funding education. Whether it's for yourself or your children, the 8-4-3 rule can help here as well. For example, if you invest $5,000 in 3 different assets and achieve an 8% annual return, you could have approximately $21,000 in 4 years. That's a significant contribution to education expenses. The key to building wealth. No matter what your financial goal is, the principles of the 8-4-3 rule remain the same. Start early, stay consistent, and diversify your investments. It's not about getting rich overnight. It's about giving your money time to work for you. And remember, every dollar you invest today can turn into a much larger sum in the future thanks to the power of compounding. Automating your wealth building. One way to stay consistent is by automating your contributions. Set up automatic transfers to your investment accounts each month. This way, you're building your wealth without even thinking about it. Consistency is key, and automation makes it easy to stick to your plan. The beauty of this method is that you can continue to build wealth even when life gets busy. Why it's not too late to start. Even if you haven't started investing yet, it's not too late to begin. The 8-4-3 rule shows that even small amounts invested consistently over time can grow into significant sums. It's not about how much you start with, it's about how long you let it grow. The sooner you start, the sooner your money starts working for you. The key is to get started today and let time do the rest. Achieving financial freedom. As we've seen, the 8-4-3 rule can be a powerful tool in your financial toolkit. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for a home, or funding education, compound interest can help you reach your goals. It's all about giving your money time to grow. The journey to financial freedom starts with understanding the power of compounding and applying it to your life. Have you ever dreamed of quitting your job and pursuing your passions? Maybe you've imagined traveling the world without worrying about money. These aren't just daydreams. They're real possibilities when you apply principles like the 8-4-3 rule consistently over time. It's not about getting rich overnight. It's about building a solid foundation for your future. Ready to start today? What's stopping you from starting today? Remember, every financial journey begins with a single step. Why not make that step right now? Write compound interest in the comment section if you want more videos related to this topic. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our Scale Smarter YouTube channel to stay updated on more content like this. Catch you in the next video.